You had it muted? Well, that's one way of not getting audio. The other way of not getting audio is that my mic wasn't plugged in. But thank you for letting me know. So we're live. We're currently live on YouTube and Twitch. How's the quality? Is everything okay? Is everything like normal? Everything should be like normal. I changed some recording settings, and it forced me to change some of the streaming settings. I'm just hoping that it's all okay. I couldn't test the streaming settings without false alarming everybody. But I saw Spider-Man Homecoming! And yes, I know a lot of people complained the stream's starting too late today, but I wanted to see the movie! And I can only see it, you know, early in the day, and because later at night I'm doing this. So anyway, it was a fun movie. Great movie. Well, let me do the intro for YouTube. Hello, Bat Fam, and welcome everybody back to Slime Rancher. I'm Batbeard, and we're gonna continue with this. We're climbing the 7Z ladder, and the 7Z ladder is very, very steep. Apparently I have about 4 more to go, it looks. And we can barely afford this one. Let's see, how is vac all the plorts up here real quick. It should be exactly where we left it, which means I should probably, like, sleep a little bit. Okay. Here's this. You know, I'm tempted to put a higher producer in here, but I'm wondering if that's worth the extra effort that it's going to take to go back and recreate our honey phosphors for science later. And maybe we just want to just keep things the way they are. We did add this corral here, which we've got to hustle in and feed them with whatever's left over. So in that situation, we're just going to collect this. So I am recording at a much higher quality now, and I'm hoping to also encode, you know, after editing, in also a much higher quality. So I think the videos ought to be getting a little bit better, and you should be able to see more of what I'm seeing here on my screen, more and more. And I think that's worth doing, especially since it's not really going to impact, you know, much of the file size or the bitrate or anything like that. It's more of a how my processor does things, and it's going to be doing a little bit more work, but doing a little bit less work in other areas to compensate for that. So anyway, that's interesting stuff that I had fun with today. But that's what I did this morning, and then I went to the movie at noon. Spider-Man Homecoming. It was fantastic. It's finally the Spider-Man movie I think that we all deserve to see. And kind of makes the other ones look almost bad by comparison. Although I did enjoy, and I think we all owe the year 2000 Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire for starting the Marvel Cinematic Universe, more or less. Although superhero movies were always in fashion, you know, Batman and things like that, Superman and things like that. But I think that really put the focus in on movies of comic book sort, and got a lot of studios trying to make bank on it. Okay, so we're growing here. This fruit hasn't fallen. You know, I'm just gonna go back to my initial thought, which is we should probably just sleep until the next morning. Day 86, that's a good place to start. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of oka here, which I'm just gonna feed in, and we'll sleep for more plorts. Alright, sleep until morning. Hey LC, welcome! Why are we talking about Marvel? I just got back from the movies. I just saw Spider-Man Homecoming. Hey Tim Scott, you've been waiting? Hey Shakira, how are you today? So I'm gonna return to the ranch. The best level of reward Z is 26. You think one can stop there? Really? Maybe. Maybe. Although I don't think I am gonna stop, because I enjoy coming to Slime Rancher every day and making plorts and feeding the things. You know, even if the club is kind of steep. What is my favorite movie? Favorite movie all time? That is always a difficult question. I have seen the Star Trek movie an awful lot, but I've also seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy an awful lot more. In fact, at one point, I was watching that every Christmas. It was just a little hobby of mine to go back and watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy every Christmas, and I did that for about 4 or 5 years. I would say it is that those are fantastic movies, and they definitely entertain every time I see them. Let's see, silver parsnips for who? For you? Got plenty of food. Have it. Take it. Back for Lord's sake. For Lord's sake. Oh, for Lord's sake. There, have some of those. Oh, excellent. Very good. I gotta watch these fellows. Make sure that they don't just pop out for no good reason all of a sudden. Oh, we've got some extra here. Very nice. Haven't checked this. Let's get that. And we've got extra everywhere. Except for you. We don't have fruit. Sorry, you're hungry. Do you have a light? Here's a light. Here, let me just put the light in here. Enjoy the light. Stay docile. You know, would really be bad if you got angry. Okay, I'm gonna pop these in there. They can just keep on eating. I'm gonna put the oka into the cave. Hey, Gecko. You got big news? What big news do you have? I got big news. We got a lot of plorts here. In fact, we got more plorts than we know what to do with. More fire plorts than we know what to do with. It's almost getting to the point that we don't need fire slimes anymore. I do kind of like having everything that we need. You know, I don't really fancy fetching stuff again. Not sure why. A lot has happened in Shed. Yes, a lot. A lot. Okay, we got big news. Let's see what the big news is. Oh, did you get your laptop? Well, that I would like to know. Have I guessed it? Have I guessed what it is? Did you get your laptop? Okay, tell you what, let's vac these plorts up. Just vac the plort up. Vac it back. Just vac back 1 minute. You got unlimited data, and we'll be streaming a lot after vacation. You'll be able to stream with your data, huh? Over your Wi-Fi network, which is way better than your regular network. That actually seems pretty awesome. That would be pretty cool. Okay, oka for you. Fill this up. Oh, I think we're finally producing enough of this. And one more to make it full. Keep it vaxxed. Ready. Here comes the plorts. $90. $100. Actually, it's really cool, Gecko. You'll learn a lot from daily streaming. And you'd be surprised how quickly you get up to new standards, and you set new standards for yourself, and then new standards, and then new... You know, it keeps pushing the envelope, and that's what's really great about it, I think. don't think I would be nearly as good at my job if it weren't for streaming. Let's see, we've got and we've got a whole bunch of plorts, and we're gonna go up here. So anyway, that's a bit of advice for any upcoming just starting, fresh starts, upstarts. That's that's the combination of words. That's why the word upstart is a thing. So yeah, definitely do what you do and do it every day. You will get better. Well, provided that you're making an effort, of course. So a little bit more effort every day. You know, a quote that's been inspiring me lately is a quote by Ronald Jenkins, a guy that I've acquired music for recently. So he said, I think if you get super comfortable with the box, whatever box you're in, you can start to think outside of it a lot easier. And that is extremely true. You'd be surprised how true that is. That is, like, incredibly true. So the idea is, get really comfortable. Know your box, whatever it is, inside and out. And then someday, you'll be able to think outside of it, just super easily. And then you can grow the box. You know, it's just all kinds of stuff you can do from there. That's, of course, using the metaphor a little bit much. Okay, so we got some crystal plorts going on here. Did these start at 3:30? This one did not. I titled it as such. I let everybody know. I told the world that I was starting at 5 today. As such, it happens. But that's not going to be every day. We'll start at 3:30 other days. But we're going to go for the usual duration of Slime Rancher today. And hopefully get some upgrades here. But yes, I saw a movie. That's why I'm starting late. But I let everybody know. And yet they don't. They don't know. They didn't know. Ah, well, you'd have to check your inbox for all that stuff. And then again, YouTube doesn't necessarily show it to everybody because their algorithm is filtering. Oh, we don't think you're that much of a fan. You're not going to be interested in knowing about, oh, Batbeard announced that he's starting 2 hours later. Oh, we're not going to tell you. That's YouTube. YouTube is saying, oh, we're not going to tell you. You're subbed, your notifications are on, but you haven't liked enough of his streams yet, and you haven't commented enough, and so we don't think you're a super fan, and you're not going to be that interested. That's YouTube. That's YouTube these days. They think you know what you don't know and want to know. And I think that's a bit too much. That's going too far. I think I want to know what I want to know, and you're gonna tell me anyway. And they don't. They don't respect you. Do I know the movie Doctor Who? Ah, Doctor Who. Let's see. Doctor Who is well, that's not Doctor Strange. I know Doctor Strange. Isn't Doctor No like a James Bond movie? No, wait. Doctor Who's not a movie. Are they making a movie of Doctor Who? Doctor Who is the TV show. Why? How could I forget Doctor Who? Doctor Who is a Time Lord. I watched 3 seasons of Doctor Who. The 3 seasons of the modern series on Netflix. And I really enjoyed it. And I want to see more, but my Netflix subscription ran out, and I haven't had time for Netflix ever since. Oh, let's go down to the docks. Let's go down to the docks, definitely. Definitely the docks. Okay, we haven't been down to the docks yet. Mimikyu says, Bat! I say, Mimic! I'm watching you. Mega Nebula Prime says it's joke time. What's Forrest Gump's password? Forrest Gump, what's your password? Oh, Mega Nebula is like, please no spoilers. No, no spoilers. I'm not talking about the movie. It's a great movie. You should see it. But no spoilers yet. We'll talk about the movie in like a year. Maybe not a year. Maybe that's too much, but it's close. It should be a year. It's a good movie. Let's see. I don't think I've been specific with the movie yet so far, so I don't think I did spoil it at all. I'm just doing a mental check because I really didn't want to spoil anything, and I might have accidentally. I don't know if I have. I've been speaking in generic terms. You totally should not be, you know, thinking about specifics when hearing about my reviews. Here, you can have a hand. I accidentally picked up one. We've got a whole bunch of prickle pears here that I'm going to put in. Okay, so Forrest Gump's password is 1 Forest 1. I don't get it. I'm kidding. I do get it. Of course I get it. Everyone in the world gets it. Who's ever seen that movie? But you know, there might be a few people who haven't seen that movie. I mean, you know, there are a lot of kids who aren't old enough, but probably understand the reference because the reference is made to that movie an awful lot. And it's an awful lot because it's such a movie. It's one of those movies that's just you can't get away from it. Speaking of a movie that you can't get away from, you won't be able to get away from Spider-Man Homecoming in the next few years, I don't think. It's fantastic. They haven't paid me to promote it or anything, but I kind of feel like they should have, because I just enjoyed it. I read 2 comics in high school. I read Spider-Man and I read Batman comics. And those are the 2 comics that I read in high school. I read the 20 Years of Spider-Man anthology. And my favorite were the old 80s ones. A lot of people say that their favorite's the 90s, but I actually didn't feel that attached. I didn't feel the same connection to Spider-Man that I felt in the 80s. The connection was just, you know, with him personally. It was a lot more personality, like, based. And, of course, you know, a lot of people might get angry with me if I say that. But I don't know, I just didn't connect with the personality that he had in the 90s. It was not, you know, I wasn't a kid of that. I wasn't a teenager in the 90s. I was a teenager in the 2000s. I was born in the 90s, you know, so anyways, so I just connected with the 80s dude a lot more. What's going on here? Alright, we got this, we got silver parsnips, we got Oka. I am going to go back, wait, I don't have to. I can do this. I forgot about the improvements we made, last stream. Hey, Simpsons girl! Good to see you again. Seen you come in to about 4 or 5 streams so far. Comment. You might have been here more than that, but it's good to see you comment. I always like to see the people that are watching and say hi. Oka and silver parsnips. This is going good. Excellent. So we've got some extra, and we'll use that to top off the feeders, as we always do. And these are about to harvest again. Kind of an incredible thing. Alright. And we need fruit for you. We don't have any extra fruit. I'm so sorry we don't. Let's see, I could probably replant one of these with a mint mango. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. You know what? Let's go get them some extra fruit. I forgot about all the pogo fruit that's over here. I always do. Like pogo fruit, nothing wants that. Well, if they're not getting any food at all, then they might as well get the extra free pogo fruit that's here. And there's some over here. And that's 16. That's not a small amount. It's pretty substantial there to have 16 fruit. Hey, Harrison! You found me because of Wander? Well, I've helped a lot of people find Wander because of me now. So it's kind of interesting. Since we haven't been playing together an awful lot, I've actually been referring to him a lot this year. And actually, I don't know, it makes me feel happy to do that. Because he sort of started my whole career here. Of course, he won't say that. He'll just be like, no, you were a great person to collaborate with. I'm like, well, That's not how it was to me. To me, I saw it as you believed in me. And that's where we are now. So anyway, got extra Oka Oka that I'm gonna send over here. And this is looking pretty good. Let's just top this off. Not really needing to harvest it again. And we can take the rest and feed it to these guys. Here, enjoy the extra food. Okay. Let's see, we're at 151. I didn't even realize this, but we can go back and purchase the next upgrade. So that's the whole point of all of this. I should probably get it. And sleep a night or something. E to activate. Rewards Club. Wander Wolf 2. Purchase. And we got... What did we get? We got a... we got a new blueprint. I didn't read what it was before we get it. But the next one is a Royal Apiary blueprint. So we get the Apiary next. Oh, it's good to see that they are stopping at 150,000. That's really good to see, because if it had gotten worse and worse, it would have been kind of a drag. I was preparing for it to be a drag. But it's better that it's not worse than this. Okay, anyway. I probably don't need to harvest these right away. I was just gonna go look at the blueprint and see what it takes to make it. So apparently it takes a lot of cycles somewhere in like the glass desert to get the permanent extractors. But as you can see here, we have the Titan drill and the abyssal pump. So which one was it? I think who was it that was telling me about this? Was it Orphan? Who was it? Who told me about this? But I need to take these and I need to put them in the glass desert. And I need to do about 100 or 200 cycles for it to extract the remaining blueprint. Okay, so I got silver parsnips. That's always good. Hey, have some extra food, why don't you? You might enjoy those. There's silver parsnips. Yeah, enjoy it. Okay. Let's take the pink plorts. Oh, says, I know, but you good friend. Ah, nice. Often I get high by saying something I didn't. Is that right? You didn't say that. Well, you get a high anyway. If you go watch Antonia, okay. I don't know. I don't know quite what you're talking about. Play the Isle. Who here plays the Isle? Actually, I don't know what the Isle is. I'm with the rest of chat not knowing what it is. Shipset says, "See ya, whoever's leaving." I will back that up. See ya, whoever's leaving. Thanks for coming. How does a train eat? How does a train eat? It chews. Yeah, clearly it chews. It chews. Okay, market prices are adjusting. I'm definitely gonna sleep till day 88. Just burn through a few days. Boom plorts are at about average price. So that's not too bad to sell them like that. Let's sleep until morning. Now we're gonna start doing the rounds again. Return to the ranch. Here's what we got. A whole bunch of these, we're gonna check on it. It's good. A whole bunch of these, and they're not ready yet because I harvested them the night before. Got a whole bunch of okas, and they're going to feed. Do they need to feed you? Not really. Tell you what, they'll feed you. Eat that. Get full, be hungry. Okay, let's check on the plorts. How's the floor's doing? Pretty good. Actually, it's excellent over here. Let's collect these. Okay. That didn't hear the final 3 levels of 7Z. You have to buy them all at once, or all the plorts decrease in value. So, to 33, all. So, wait a second. Okay, so what's the deal? The final 3... what level did I just purchase? What level did I purchase? So it goes up to 28, you say? Okay. I'm at 24. So, do I want to start saving the money now? For him? Is that right? I probably do. I probably don't want to buy another one. Oh, by the way, we just got the 3rd slime pedestal. That looks pretty nice. So now they're a glowing golden plort pile of slimes. It looks exactly like like you guessed it. The Isle is an open-world survival game with dinosaurs. That sounds a lot like Ark. What's the topic of our jokes today? How about popsicles? Can we get some popsicle jokes? I don't know, I feel like I could use a popsicle right now. I'm feeling kind of warm, as I do every day. It was a lot cooler in the movie theater. They're probably sitting right under a vent. And I was quite comfortable for a while. It's probably the reason why I feel so refreshed before streaming. And I don't normally feel so refreshed or energetic. Okay. Oh, it says no jokes. Okay, no jokes. So, 150k each. Yes. 150k each. And we're trying to shoot for... Trying specifically to shoot for the total, which is gonna be like... let's see, 150 each. 300 for 2, and if there are 4 more... or 3 more, maybe there's just 3 more. Let's see, so that'd be 450. Okay. Why did the popsicle go to the doctor? It was melting. Well, that's obvious. You know, you could say it had the cold sweats. Or something like that, I'm not sure. I don't know if you go to the doctor for cold sweats, and if you do, let me know in the comments what medical condition you have. Or don't, you know, because we don't want to gross everybody out. Many of us are kids or big kids, like myself. I'm such a big kid that this game is fun. I think it's fun for all ages. I definitely recommend Slime Rancher. But then that's just me. I find so much humor in it. But then again, I find humor in everything. Oh, because it had a cold. Oh, clearly. Clearly it's because it had a cold. Okay. Alright, I got some extra parsnips. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? And of course I would be maxed there. Wish I had some extra for you. Got 8 of them, which I can go into here. Let's just go around this way because I feel like it. And I have honey plorts because no reason. Don't really know why I have honey plorts in my inventory. Don't really know what to do with them. But I'm gonna fill this up with these silver parsnips and then spit the slimes back out. Here. You are slime spit. How do you feel about that? Ew. Yuck. Feels gross. Feels gross. Tim Scott's got a riddle. Alright, what's your riddle? Riddle me this. Are you the riddler now? You know I might have to battle you. Wait, this isn't Rocket League. Of course it isn't. Hey, Steam Cold, what's up? That's right, I got started late today because I went and saw a movie. I know how terrible that is. How could I set aside? This is your job after all. But it's a Friday, and I could see a movie. I'm still working. I'm still here. But everybody's like, well, who's gonna entertain us? I don't know. Well, maybe you could see the movie too. Which you can. Which I'd recommend. Do you play the Forest? No, I do not. Forest has always kind of grossed me out with its choices in art style. I think it's trying to be a bit too realistic in some areas, and those who know about the Forest will understand what I mean. But this is Slime Rancher, and the Forest is not an age-appropriate game for most of the audience here for Slime Rancher. So don't worry about that game. It's not nearly as fun as this. We get so dirty-minded when it comes to Rocket League, we sure do. But then again, that's usually played at a later time than this, you must admit. It's a rare occasion if I ever play it at this hour. Let's see. Oka. In here. And honey plorts, rad plorts, quantum plorts. What else do we get? And some extra food here. Okay, I'm gonna put the honey plorts in. I'm selling the rad and quantum plorts. Hey, Mohammed, what's up? How are you doing today? By the way, everyone, how's the stream quality? I changed a few settings. Namely, I changed the color palette. And I turned it into the full range with a much higher dynamic range. So what you should be seeing is a lot more vibrancy here in the game. I hope you're seeing more than usual. Because if you're not, well, then I didn't do it right. Alright, and of course we have extra. Those are their favorites. They can eat those first. Got rad slimes to put into the thing. Everything's going well. And then we'll go down to the docks and do that. Okay, how much money are we gonna get this time? You hate the octopus cannibals. They're so creepy. Oh, that sounds pretty creepy. You'll come back to the stream when Rocket League's playing. Okay. Alright. We'll see you later then. Thanks for stopping by.